What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Honeymoon in Vegas. So I just picked this up a couple days ago. I was at my local library because I had to print something, and they sell DVDs there for $1. And I've seen this there before, but I just, for some reason or another I didn't pick it up. But since I just saw Leaving Las Vegas with Nicolas Cage, I don't know. I was like, it's a sign. I have to buy Honeymoon in Vegas. It has Vegas in the title. It has Nicolas Cage. I need to watch it. I need to review it. It's divine intervention. No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't thinking that deep into it, but I was just like, I just did Leaving Las Vegas. There's a Nick Cage Vegas movie. I gotta do this too. So that's kind of how I am too with the channel, where it's like I kind of go through phases. Like if I see like a Nick Cage movie that I like, I'm gonna start doing a bunch of Nick Cage reviews. So yeah, I just picked this up on DVD. This is a first time watch. There's the front. It's a beautiful cover. Fantastic. You got the Flying Elvises in the back. Shouts out to the Flying Elvises. They're a nice bunch of gentlemen. You got the back there. The plot description on the back is like, there's so many, there's like a bunch of errors. Like, did these fools, like, they have one job, describe the plot. But, they said on the back of this, they said that he loses 60,000, but actually, this is me pushing up my glasses. Well, actually, he lost 65,000. So, I mean, get your effing facts straight before you rate something on a DVD that's gonna be there forever. Like, you had one job, just watch the movie. Like, if your job is watching a movie and then writing 2 paragraphs, like, it's not that hard. Just watch the movie. But I mean, I'm not really tripping, but I just noticed that it's still a beautiful DVD. Gotta, ooh, look at that, ooh. But anyways, Honeymoon in Vegas, had to pick it up. It was at the local library. I'm I'm all of a sudden I'm obsessed with Nicolas Cage. So yeah, had to pick it up. So my overall opinion of the movie, I thought it was good. I thought this was a pretty darn good time. The story is nothing special. It's a pretty run-of-the-mill. Well, actually, the story is kind of unique. But yeah, the romance, the story, it's nothing. Even though it is somewhat unique, it's nothing crazy. Like, the thing that really sold this movie for me was Nicolas Cage's performance. He was like, he did his thing. He was awesome. So yeah, I was a fan of this. And you don't really, like, I was looking this movie up. It's not really on any streaming. I feel like it's not talked about. This might be like kind of more of a forgotten movie. I feel like the couple things that people remember from this movie, or like the couple of notable things about this movie, are one, Bruno Mars, the singer, is in this movie when he's like a little kid. There's like a sequence where there's all these Elvis impersonators like on stage singing, and one of the Elvis impersonators is little Bruno Mars as a little kid. So it was cool to see him. And then I feel like the parachute scene where Nicolas Cage is in the plane with all the flying Elvises and he has to skydive, I feel like that is a scene that is pretty notable and people remember from this movie. So yeah, but other than that, I feel like I said, I feel like this movie is not really talked about. Before I saw the DVD, I never even heard of this movie before. So I don't know. But anyways, jumping into a plot summary, the movie focuses on this couple. The gentleman, Jack, is played by Nicolas Cage, and the woman, Betsy is played by Sarah Jessica Parker, and you know, Betsy wants the relationship to evolve. She wants to get married, but Jack is reluctant. He's hesitant to get married because early on in the movie, his mom is on her deathbed and she's like, "Promise me you'll never get married." And also he works as a private investigator, and he like investigates, you know, he'll have someone's partner come to him and they'll be like, "I think my partner's cheating." So he has to, his job is like investigating people's spouses or girlfriends cheating. So yeah, like all of that, like those couple factors have led him to like really be hesitant to get married. But one day, you know, because his girlfriend Betsy is pressuring him, one day he's just like, "F it, let's get married, let's just go to Vegas, let's get it over with." So they get to Vegas, and this professional gambler, Tommy Corman, played by James Caan, he sees Betsy, and Betsy reminds him of his wife who passed away. So like he wants to get with her. He wants any chance that he can to get with her. And basically before they tie the knot, Jack goes and plays this poker game with Tommy, and he has like an almost unbeatable hand, and he thinks, you know, he's gonna win big. So he like borrows a bunch of money that he doesn't have, and he winds up losing, and he's $65,000 in debt to Tommy. And Tommy's like, "Listen, you gotta pay this debt somehow." He's like, "I'll forgive the debt if you let me you know, spend the weekend with your girlfriend." And Jack agrees to it, but he doesn't know that they're gonna go to Hawaii. So the rest of the movie is a wild goose chase where, you know, Tommy is trying to like win Betsy over. He is making Jack look like a bad guy. He's totally whining and dining her. He's trying to win her over, and then Jack is trying to, you know, make sure that he doesn't win her over, and he's trying to, you know, make sure everything goes smoothly and he can get his girlfriend back and marry her. So that is the basic plot summary. Like I said, the main thing that I really liked about this movie was Nicolas Cage. So Nicolas Cage is known for at times overacting and kind of like some of these like high energy performances. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I really like Nicolas Cage. Like some people hate on Nicolas Cage and they clown him for that. I think he's like a genuinely good actor, but I mean realistically he does overact sometimes, and he has these crazy over the top reactions, but I love that. I think it's entertaining, and you know, it's not necessarily like out of place all the time. It's just it's like it's fun. It's amped. It's energetic. So he, like throughout the movie, there's so many instances where Nicolas Cage's character Jack is just flipping out. He's just constantly yelling at people. He's bugging, you know? So I'm just gonna go over some funny instances of that and some funny lines. So there's this one instance where Jack is at the airport and there's this long line, and there's this guy holding up the line. He's played by Ben Stein, and Jack, like, he's not having it. So he just goes up, he starts like yelling at the guy and the girl at the front desk, and he's like, "You're not even flying today." And then they're like, they kind of call him out, and he's like, "Then what? I'll be arrested, put in airport jail." I mean, great line, great. The delivery. Look up a clip of that. There's a clip of that on YouTube. Look it up. That's your homework. That's my advice. I like pointing at the camera. I've said this before, but anyways, another instance of Nicolas Cage flipping out that I liked is he's looking for Tommy Corman, but this guy leads him to this random dude named Chief Orman, and he's like, Chief Orman, I'm looking for Tommy Corman. What the heck? So he's a little agitated, and then the guy who led him to Chief Orman, he's like, no, listen, Chief Orman, he has a lot of influence. And then Jack's like, influence? He lives in a shack. So that was great. That was fantastic. Once again, and then okay, this is my last example. There's countless other examples, but I don't want this video to be 3.5 hours. You all have lives, unlike me. You got stuff to do. You're not just doing videos all day. I'm just joking. I'm not on that self-deprecative stuff. I'm just playing. I got a life. I got all kinds of. I got a Fortune 500 company that I run out of my basement. I'm making big moves, big maneuvers. You already know. But anyways, I got one more example here. So. Jack is arguing with Betsy. He's talking about Tommy. He's like flipping out about Tommy Corman. And he's like, he probably has bodyguards and servants, and believe me, they will drug you. So that was great. That whole argument was fantastic. He said something else too. He's like, why are you crucifying me? He said something like that. I might have got it wrong, but he's just flipping. He's yelling. That clip is on YouTube too. If you look up Honeymoon in Vegas clips, like, you'll see what I'm talking about, where Nicolas Cage's character Jack is just flipping. So I absolutely loved all that. That that totally that was my favorite part of the movie, because I do enjoy a romantic comedy, but romantic comedies, they're not my absolute favorite. I don't always seek out romantic comedies. I like them. There's a lot that I really love, but it's not a go-to genre for me. So usually when I watch a romantic comedy, I'm more into the comedy than the romance. And while the romance was good in this movie, the comedy was fantastic. Nicolas Cage absolutely stole the show. He killed it. He was awesome. Also, James Caan, his performance was very good. Sarah Jessica Parker was great. I like James Caan's character because he was a total slime ball. He was a total sleazebag. He was just doing whatever he had to do to get with Betsy. He was just lying throughout the movie. Like, he was just trying to make Jack look bad, and James Caan totally he really sold me on that character. He did great at playing this absolute sleazebag, where just during the movie he would flip the script. He would turn on the charm and act all innocent and sweet, and then 2 seconds later he'd be up to some nefarious plot. So yeah, all of the actors and actresses, all of the leads had great performances, but yeah, Nicolas Cage stole the show. So in terms of a recommendation, I would recommend Honeymoon in Vegas. I bought it for $1, so to me that's well worth it. It's not on any streaming right now, I don't think, but I think this is worth paying, renting this for $3 or buying it on DVD or Blu-ray cheap if you can get it. I think it's worth buying. It's not it's not the greatest movie, but I think it's worth watching for, you know, seeing young Bruno Mars, the skydiving scene, and just seeing Nicolas Cage go crazy throughout the movie. So uh, definitely worth the watch. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. And yeah, this is, you know, solid movie. I'm glad that I bought it for $1 at the library. So that has been my review of Honeymoon in Vegas. Thank you all very much for watching, and peace out.